Welcome. I've done thousands of tarot readings on YouTube, and I really wanted to share what I've learned about tarot because I really believe that it's not from a book. It's how you tap into the card, how you utilize the card, how you use keywords of the card. So I really hope with my videos that I'm sharing, which I'm just stepping into and talking about each card currently, but soon I'll be talking about card combinations, cards that have popped up in readings and what I got from them intuitively, to hope that it helps others, because I don't feel that there's enough resources out there for people, because I'm not one to read a book. I'm not one to know about the history, or not wanting to know about the history, or not wanting to know about symbolism, because I feel like it really gets into my brain too much and it really stops me utilising my intuition. So today we'll be discussing the Emperor. And if you were to describe the card, the Emperor sits on a stone seat with an orb in his left hand and a sceptre in his right. And at the top of the sceptre is an ankh, a symbol of the life of the soul after physical death. And beneath his clothing he wears armour, as he's always ready to go into battle if the need arises. And the ram's head at the top of the seats and under his hands confirm that this is a card for the astrological sign of Aries. And at the end of this video I will put up a card which is specifically for Aries, and I hope that it helps other people as well. And that's from the Blooming Cat Tarot, and it was a bonus card that I received with that deck. So one of the lessons for the sign of Aries is of self-discipline, and before you can effectively lead others and earn their respect, you need to be able to discipline yourself. And this includes your temper, your energy, your emotions and your mind. And the Emperor also represents the archetype father. He symbolises the laws of society, structure and social stability, allowing for spiritual development. So he can represent a person who enforces laws, such as a judge, policeman, employer, landlord, or anyone responsible for keeping order and structure in a situation. So generally the Emperor represents a just, fair and pragmatic man that advises you. You know, his suggestions come from his own direct experience. He tends to be someone who's dogmatic, but very reliable with his word. You know, he has commitment which carries through. So if you get this card in a reading, what's the general meaning of it? And it's really the meaning of success through self-discipline and practical efforts are indicated by the Emperor. It's a time of great stability and order in your life, and the card can also suggest an encounter with the law or with someone in a position of power over you, such as a judge, policeman, father or father figure. So this is the time when you need to take a pragmatic approach in life in order to succeed. So what is it, or what does a card like this when it pops up when you're doing a relationship reading? And the Emperor describes a man who is practical, dogmatic and often very disciplined. He's a good provider on a material level, yet he can be uneasy with displays of emotion. Romance and dreaming hold a little attraction for this man, as he prefers what he can see and touch. So he doesn't sound very romantic. You know, he can take on a father figure role in a relationship, ensuring that you have less control of the relationship, especially on a material level. So, you know, he can fit or have trouble meeting the emotional needs of a partner in a relationship. So just be mindful about that. And he rarely tolerates someone who's lazy, and he really appreciates someone who has hard work. So with tarot, with the cards, we can read them in reverse. Normally I haven't been, but I have been starting to. I bought the Gentle Thrills Tarot, and it shows each card. It only uses one keyword, and I'll speak about that in a moment. And that's where I've been sort of utilising my keywords for the reverse, so which is quite interesting, because the keyword for the reverse from that is rigid. So that's from the Gentle Thrills Tarot. So the Emperor reversed really indicates a lack of success due to a lack of self-discipline, and it can indicate a man who is more tolerant and less dogmatic than the upright card, and he can show compassion, you know. So it's interesting how we've got the upright, which can come across quite harsh, and then we've got the reverse, which can show somebody who's very empathetic. So that's the Emperor card. Now what I want to discuss is, I've got lots and lots of decks here, as you would see with the cards popping up. I want to talk about some of the keywords in order for it to help you. One way that I really found with tarot for me was focusing on keywords, not focusing on a big blurb of what the card actually means. And I found that really helped me. So let's go through some keywords. So the keyword for an Emperor can mean thinking about things logically, worldly success, relying on intellect, balancing daily concerns with the big picture, father figure, taking responsibility for others, structure, a diplomatic leader, a promotion, protection, authority figure, leadership, planning and delivering, building and expanding, legacy, a business person, a visionary, a provider, a natural leader, and don't forget promotion, I think I've said that. And with the Light Seers Tarot, Chris-Anne has the quote of, I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. The desire to be a success, stability, making wise choices, security, and then we did speak about government, agencies, law enforcement, the respect of others, and fatherhood. Recognition via your career, a leader who you can trust, laying a solid foundation for a new project, authority, establishment, and structure. Now I want to use the reverse from the Blooming Cat Tarot, which is tyranny and lack of discipline. I really love the keywords from the Fairy Tarot deck, which is thinking through things logically, worldly success, relying on intellect, balancing daily concerns with the bigger picture, and taking responsibility for others. And using the reverse from the Tarot of Curious Creatures, someone who's over-controlling, domineering, authoritative, unchecked power, and rigid. And finally, I want to discuss the card that's popping up on the screen. And this was from the Blooming Cat Tarot. It was a bonus card that I've got. So we have the Aries, and that's known as the Major Arcana card, the Emperor. And Aries is known from March 20 to April the 18th. They're known to be passionate, motivated, confident, moody, impatient, impulsive. So many years ago when I was 19, I got a reading from a fantastic tarot reader. She used to actually write for Woman's Day. She's passed away now, but she was just so incredible. And I remember her getting star signs. And upon reflection, I think, God, I really want to be like her. So hopefully with me diving deeper into these cards, hopefully that this comes to fruition. But she knew the star sign of my husband. She knew, and we hadn't even met. And I thought, gosh, we're the same star sign. And I thought she's forgotten that I've told her my star sign. Sure enough, I did marry the same star sign as myself. And she also told me my 2 kids and their star signs. So it was very interesting. I'll never forget that reading. And it's wonderful when you have a really good tarot reader, somebody who reads exact and it really sits with you for years. So I'm over 50 now, and so that's a 30-year-old reading, and I really hope that anyone that's listening to these videos really wants their craft to be that deep that you make such an impact for somebody that it sits with them many decades later. So that's what I hope to be a good tarot reader. So let me know what you think of this card. As I said, I will be talking about card combinations and also the card itself that's popped up in readings and what I got from the reading itself. So until next time, don't forget to please like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel and it's a sign of appreciation. Until next time.